imagine so.
So we're back, guys. Welcome to round 5 of this Legacy 1K at tcsrockets. We have Russell on Esper Tempo, which Scott and I got a lot to talk about this deck. I like this deck a lot. And Nemo's back with ring control. So Scott, tell me about some of the stuff you like in his Esper list.
So Russell's deck is Esper Tempt, is how he's titling it, and so you are tempting yourself with the ring, and so it is very Lord of the Rings expansion based. We're playing 4 Orcish Bowmasters. We're playing 4 Samwise Stout-Hearted, 4 Sauron's Ransoms, and rings, no rings, but overall is kind of a mid-range Esper with the bonus of Tempt. So it's a pretty cool list.
It's similar to the Esper list we've seen early, except he's not running the...
We're not reanimating
the troll line. And we're playing more Sauron Ransoms, and we're playing Samwise.
Which in the face of 3... So he is mainboarding 3 Snapcaster Mages.
Yeah, and 4 Sauron's Ransoms, really... where Daniel earlier was 1 Sauron Ransom and 2 Snapcaster.
Right.
So we're starting off with an Orcish Bowmaster, and we'll see what Nemo's got for that.
Ugh.
That's so good. Nemo just lets it happen.
Well, he had to.
Yeah.
Just unfortunately. So I think we're kind of on...
Delighted Halfling. I don't hate that.
Almost like the Wasteland plan, but...
I think Nemo's trying to ramp into an Uro and a Wasteland in the same turn, or Teferi and the Wasteland in the same turn. So next turn he can drop the Wasteland, drop Teferi with the Halfling. Nah, and he can't do that anymore. That Wasteland was big. What a person.
Oh my goodness.
So we drop Force Negation, pitching Teferi. That is a huge force. Question is, Russell forced back? I think I'm forcing back here after that Wasteland landed.
I think you're right.
I think I'm force pitching Snapcaster and
the fact that Nemo
leaning into that Brainstorm.
2 Wastelands in hand, all he's got is basic forest.
I don't know if I like pitching Baleful Strix over Brainstorm. I kind of like Strix here. Russell's got something in mind, so we'll see what he's got in mind.
He is a prismatic ending deck.
This is true. So there goes the Black Source.
Like,
so maybe pitching the Baleful Strix was good because now he lost the Black Source.
Yeah.
This is a really batter swing straight out the gate. So here comes a Ponder.
Poor Nemo, he just sitting there with a basic forest.
So we're seeing Bowmaster, Samwise, Ponder. So he's gonna shuffle that away.
He needs his second.
He needs a land. That was a really good Wasteland by Nemo.
The problem is that this Bowmaster and Orc army is just gonna take over.
Yeah.
But if Nemo gets into land ring, then maybe we got something.
Another Wasteland off the blue source now, and another Halfling. The Wasteland doesn't really do a whole lot. He lost the blue source, so he's not casting Snapcaster Prismatic Ending on anything. That would have been huge to go Snap.
Look at the fact that Halfling's 2-butt toughness
is stopping this matchup.
Stopping a Bowmaster and Orc army.
That's real good.
Wow, that's a strong delighted Halfling. I like not playing Scrubland. I like keeping that against a Wasteland deck or a Loam into Wasteland deck. Yep.
Look at Nemo preparing his speech for that Toyota after this match. Just sell to me.
Oh my goodness.
Prepping it with that face.
Oh my goodness.
That's a Terminus Brainstorm in his hand. That could be gross if he starts drawing these lands. There's a lot going on there. That Samwise is pretty cool too. I kind of like the Samwise Wasteland play if Nemo draws and plays a non-basic.
Oh, wow.
So we're swinging with the Bowmat. Oh, because of Samwise, he's going to put it back in his hand and then,
Nemo's onto his tricks. So, you guys have... Oh, no. He draws Terminus, but no white mana to cast it.
Russell has no blue mana, so it's a game.
I'm just letting you guys know. You guys are playing Wasteland decks. This is all your fault.
Okay. There's the Rainforest.
All right, we are passing the turn.
Japanese Fool's Zendikar OG. We don't know what it says.
Exactly. I can't read it. But the fact that Wasteland is sitting across from him, I don't think he fetches here.
No, I don't think he fetches
just
either. I
passes the
think
turn.
he's waiting. Or does he risk fetching for the another Tundra or Savannah and then just prismatic ending the Bowmaster? I don't think it's a risk I would take. I think I wait. He does have a brainstorm though. So if he draws another land here, he's sitting really pretty.
So Russell is drawing blue cards without blue mana.
Yeah, those Wastelands Nemo had were very timely.
Nemo, I don't think you're Let's get lands. We
Nemo's
just
still
need
in this
top
game.
Deck lands. Oh no. Ugh.
Do we fetch Basic Island? Is Nemo's on Basic Island? He
We
is on
can't.
Basic Island.
So we can't.
Why? Misty Reinforce.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You can't read
Yeah,
it. It's Japanese.
yeah.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah.
That's right.
Can't read Nemo's cards. You know they're not in English.
No, I think that we're still, you still sit. You actually moved the discard.
Discarding Terminus is not something I hate. Russell discarding swords is very. Oh no, it's the swords from. He's showing his graveyard. Okay.
So, luckily Nemo is a misty.
There goes Russell with the blue source now. He top deck polluted Delta.
Man. Ugh.
Russell does play Basic Island. So I think I'm going to get Basic Island here because you already have the black source in the scrub land. Maybe Basic Island cast Arms Ransom? Kind of like that. The only issue with that is you have to hit a land to cast Murktide. Which, never mind, this list isn't playing Murktide like the
I
other
don't
list.
like. I actually kind of like.
I don't mind this.
Yeah.
Because
So
you can Snapcaster Prismatic ending the halfling.
I actually don't want to tap waste. So I guess Russell at this point does not want to tap wasteland. The idea of it.
You don't need to. So here, you're not casting Arms Ransom. Here, you're going to play Snapcaster, and then you're going to flashback that Prismatic ending and get rid of the halfling. I really like this play. Or even swords. So we're going to force the snap, which is, it's a really good force.
Fine.
I do like the aggression from Russell. He's staying on the resource denial route, which has been working for him.
Yeah, I don't see. So I kind of want to keep the wasteland untapped because Nemo. Okay, fine, sure. Samwise resolves.
He's going to get back to fetch because I believe it has
So
to
he'll
leave
be
the
able to
battlefield.
fetch. He'll be able to fetch.
Well, it comes to his hand.
Yeah. So, but I'm just saying, Nemo being able to fetch during end step to find a source, either whether if he wants to brainstorm or if he ends up swordsing and he's able the orc, and then he's able to untap with that land. Yeah. So now Nemo's.
I mean Russell had a super good play, right?
Yeah. No.
He forced the card out of Nemo's hand.
Oh, so
That's a
just
really good
swords
swords.
that. Interesting.
He forced the
Yes, orc.
card
Okay,
out.
good. That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted. So now he gets a whole extra turn to where he's going to be able to play Uro, and then
I still like the aggression from
Or-
Russell because if that prismatic ending would have landed, it would have been disgustingly good. Yeah, Snapcaster prismatic ending on halfling, or I would have left swords just so that you can have the chance of doing it later.
Yeah, maybe.
But I like that's just
So
really good.
untap.
Planes.
Okay, we got a basic planes.
So are we
That's nice.
casting? Do we reckon he has a counter in hand for the Uros? Or are we gonna cast an uncounterable? Yeah, we're gonna cast an uncounterable Uro. I don't hate that. That's why we got rid of the Bowmaster.
Nice.
Still has the swords for
So
the Thunder for the swords
So we got a brainstorm
and
now.
the brainstorm. Oh, we're putting
And
Terminus
we're
on
gonna put-
top.
yeah.
I think we're gonna put Terminus on top.
Oh,
No,
he's gonna let him untap. That's
I don't mind
interesting.
that.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
I kind of like that. Because it makes it look like he doesn't have it. Plus, you can always do it in response to the Bowmaster. So here, or the Wasteland.
See, now that just ends up we get orcs. If Russell has orc, obviously. So hopefully
Russell's
what he
gonna attempt
wants-
to hit orc right here.
Yeah, and so 2, 3.
Doesn't hit orc. That's unfortunate for him.
So yeah, that ends up being fine. Luckily Nemo isn't punished. Nemo, unfortunately, at least earlier on stream and so far this game, Wasteland's been his big problem. We're not drawing into what he needs. Despite
I
getting.
mean, you gotta look at his deck list. He's playing an extremely greedy mana base.
Yeah.
There is 3 basics, and he's not actively fetching them because his hand isn't supporting that. So you can't be too upset with the way he has his games playing out because that's the way his deck's built. His deck is meant to get past those few first early turns without losing a whole lot of resources. Russell's been on a very heavy resource denial plan, and it's been working.
Well, interestingly enough, I think Nemo's a tad worried about actually terminusing your halfling to the bottom because he does need it for. Well, no, he did draw into 2 more lands. So,
And he has the ring.
Yeah, I know, but still. So he's double checking. He left force on top.
I think he hid the force.
That's interesting.
He's probably playing into his opponent playing Thoughtseize. He's gonna be an insane Thoughtseize right now.
No, we're gonna ransom.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
So Nemo actually wants to. I see. So he wants to get ring next
Oh,
turn.
that is a very gross ransom.
So I guess
I'm showing him Snapcaster land. And I think he'll take the bottom, which is Orc Prismatic Ending, which puts the Snapcaster in the grave, because the last thing Nemo wants is getting double Prismatic Ending if he plays another halfling if he draws it.
hold on. So let's
He's going to
talk.
show a Bowmaster. I don't hate that either. I like that. I think I'm taking the 3 cards.
I think you honestly.
I'm taking the
swear
3
to God,
cards.
I'm always taking the 3 cards. But so I feel like I'm always showing them one only.
I feel like you put the land with the Bowmaster and they don't get it.
You just always throw the card that you prefer to not.
With the land. It tempts it. It makes it more appealing, and then they lose the other 2. So I'm thinking I'm going Bowmaster land and put in Snap and Prismatic Ending under.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know what the right.
Maybe Nemo just didn't want to give him the land because he wanted him to take the Bowmaster and lose the land with the way his, Wastelands have been hitting. Nemo is on loam, and hitting a loam here would be puke good. So good.
Well, so he's gonna ring.
The question is the ring good enough with the Bowmaster that he just put in the graveyard?
Well, no. So, but he's gonna terminus. Well,
Is he going to terminus with the halfling? There's no need to now.
no. So
He drew the terminus, yeah. No need to terminus now. So now he's going to play the ring. Uncounterable. What's he fetching, though? Basic Island? Yep. So now he's got the ring out there. He's going to have protection, which is pretty good. But now he has to hope that he can deal with the Bowmaster if another one pops up.
So he wants to draw off of it. That's fine.
And he draws swords. That's such a good draw. Such a good draw. So now we have a problem with the Prismatic Ending in hand, because you can Prismatic Ending that halfling with the values already been reached. I think I'm going to ponder here first.
So we could swing it. Oh, we can't swing.
White for what? We're going to just go ahead and ending the halfling? Yeah, okay.
That's fine. Yeah, let's ponder.
We see Samwise, Prismatic
Russell
Ending,
has
Brainstorm.
had absolute gasoline. Like,
Yeah, these cantrips are really good.
he has just placed just good cards in his deck. They're all good cards, and he's drawing them like nuts.
I'm having to
Ransom is just
it's
so
really
cool.
good. I'm having to see if I like this Samwise, the Stout Hearted or not. I'm not convinced I like it.
But with all of these cards along with it, like it makes sense.
I mean, I like
it's
the
so
fetch.
fun.
I like the fetch in a Wasteland to ring the fetch back in a Wasteland meta. I like that. Or you flashing in Sam to get back the land they Wastelanded. I like that so far. I'm not sure about the getting back the Bowmasters stuff. I mean, it's good, but
Yeah.
I'm not convinced it's a 4 of good.
Okay.
But it could be a 4 of good for the other conversation I just had with the getting back your land that your opponent wastelands. I do like that. And, of course, the ring tempts you. So the ring tempting you all the way to the 4 modes that you have on that emblem is very relevant. The looting's relevant, the blocking, and then your opponent losing their creature relevant. Like, that kind of stuff all comes up very regularly with those modes.
So Nemo has an opening to where hopefully he's drawing into Brainstorm. We get Terminus back on top. Okay, Wasteland is now
You also have
not as relevant.
You also have the fourth mode. Whenever the ring bearer deals combat damage, each opponent loses 3 life. So that's really, really good. So I guess Samwise serves that purpose to just slam the 4 modes of the ring.
Sure.
So does he? Did we see if Russell has another Bowmaster in hand? He does, right?
So one.
Is that the far?
So
Yeah,
it's open.
he does have another Bowmaster. But here comes the Bowmaster on the ring draw. Nemo cannot swords because he is tapped. Which that's really good
So,
Bowmaster for Russell because he's gonna
Russell
ping
pings himself.
Pings himself, and then
Right.
did he ping himself? I can't tell if he pinged himself.
Yeah. So we got a swords. For some reason, despite all the cards that Russell, the good cards that Russell has in his hands, he does not have Force of Will. We got a draw. And there's the loam. And then we start on a Wasteland plan, but we got to get Terminus back on top of the deck.
I don't think we're worried about Terminus. We can just keep him off all his lands because he has.
Well, the ring.
He's not gonna be drawing with the ring, right? So he.
No. So the ring tempt. So yeah, we Nemo has the one ring currently.
Correct.
We have an orc army wearing the ring.
That's fine.
As well.
That's
and so we are kind of confusing. So I guess at this point I am worried about the fact that get rid of orc army.
Yeah, I'm prismatic-ing the army and then not caring about Samwise for right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on the whole Wasteland plan and just hit both. Like I'm gonna hit the Scrubland first to knock him off black, and then hit the Tundra. I mean, you're on loam. Like at this point, you don't care. Yep, there it is. I'm doing the same thing. Knocking off black. Nemo's at 11. Sure, he's gonna go to 2 off the ring, and then a little bit lower than that. So he'll go to 9. He'll go to 5. But then he also has Uro in his graveyard. So like he can cast Uro next turn and keep it. No, actually he can't because he doesn't have double green, double blue. He's 1 short.
Yeah, so
maybe you were right about just dropping the Tundra and Prismatic inning, but then he opens himself up to that Wasteland too.
That's fine. We got Loam on board. I feel like maybe
we're not able to. Yeah, maybe we're not gonna stop the bleeding with.
And Russell's ring is a problem.
Yeah. There's another Sauron's Ransom and a Caracas. That Caracas is huge. Huge because it makes.
Save that for another day. The problem is that we have Wasteland.
Well, no, he can Caracas his own Samwise and recast it instant speed to tempt the ring again to get to mode 4.
Yeah, but
that mode 4 deals 3 damage.
If we don't have any creatures, so
when your ring tempts you, you can make a non-legendary legendary with the ring bearer.
Yes.
So if Nemo gets rid of the orc army here, he could have Caracas Sam back, recast Sam, and made Sam the ring bearer.
That's fine.
All at end step.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that. In regards to Nemo's going to try to keep the creature board clean. I really want to try to get Terminus back on the top of the deck. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's ponder. No orc. Now we're drawing a Force of Wills.
And a halfling. I like the halfling.
Okay, interesting.
The question is, does Russell have removal for the halfling? I couldn't see. Looks like Brainstorm, Sauron's Ransom, Samwise? Snapcaster. So he can snap swords the halfling. Which you'll probably do at this end step with that Wasteland. So we're gonna Wasteland. So here we're gonna fire that off. We're gonna respond with the Snapcaster or the Brainstorm. There's no way he's gonna freely let that leave. He needs to do mana management. So we're gonna. Is he gonna Brainstorm first, or is he gonna just straight up Snapcaster? Snap swords the halfling.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so if it was me, I always lets it go. That's crazy.
Well, no. So he floated a color, whether if it's black or blue, most likely, and then now he's going to move to attacks.
Okay.
So
we're snapcasting, and then we're going to target swords on the halfling. Nemo's going to attempt to draw a Brainstorm.
Well, no, he has Force of Will on top.
Force of Will.
So he has Force of Will on top.
But does he have blue? He does.
He already had Ponder, so he knew.
Okay.
What he was getting himself into. I think. So that's not resolving.
Problem is, Nemo goes to 4 and then goes to 1.
Now we're on the ending orc plan. Yep, that's
So
fine.
he goes to 5, goes to turn, comes to 3, dies to the ring. He has to block with the halfling.
So, yep.
There's the other Samwise.
Infinite. Wow. So tough.
Nemo is now reading the helper card.
Yeah, you know, with things like the initiative, things like the ring, yeah, we gotta do a lot of reading.
Yeah, you gotta catch up on the format because it's shifted quite a bit for both, actually, modern and legacy.
All right, so
Here comes that brainstorm. Swords, orc, prismatic inning, just straight gas.
Wow, Russell.
That's
Wow.
Nemo can't be upset that Russell is just, like, he can be upset, but Russell is definitely drew straight gas for this. We're gonna put back the Marsh Flats. We're gonna put back Sarn's Ransom. Maybe like a ransom seems a little excessive here. If I'm doing this, I'm gonna prismatic inning the halfling. I'm gonna swing for 2, putting Nemo to 3 and letting Nemo die in his upkeep to the ring.
So I mean, really, this game so far is a testament to what Bowmaster in this expansion set has opened up more interactive slugfest as opposed to like 2 ships passing in the night type of format, which some people were getting a little upset.
Nemo now realizes that he dies to the ring in his upkeep.
Ugh. You know, in regards to that, we are, you know, that game was a slugging it out left and right. Wasteland, orc, swords, one ring, you know, drawing uber amounts of cards. The ring
I think it's just
tempting.
notable here that people are gonna have to accept that you're in a meta that's either very ring heavy, very Bowmaster heavy, or some of them are just playing both. And you have to be okay with the sequencing of when those cards come down, and it is super tilting when you're honestly playing a card like the ring and then you just get beat by Bowmaster, or you're forced to throw everything on Bowmaster and then you get beat by everything else. We're just gonna have to learn how to play the meta now with everything shifting.
So, reminding on the sideboard for Nemo. So
I've seen him grab carpets.
Yeah,
I've seen him grab
surgicals.
carpets and Reb and Pyros. Did he grab Force of Vigors?
I want endurance. I want surgicals.
Yeah, you put all this.
Oh, look at all
Oh,
that.
endurance,
Oh,
carpets,
yeah.
Reb, surgicals. The question is, what's he taking out? Are we taking out Brainstorm?
So he's shaving an arrow.
Shaving arrow is fine. I agree with that with how much card draw you have.
Well, against a Swords of Plowshares deck,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel as good. He's shaving
Shaved
a
a
ring.
ring. I'm okay with shaving 2 rings here, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you know, Russell does get a little wide and does get a little heavy, so
The protection's
ring-
nice, but you
ring
also can't bank
does
on
help.
that. Right, you go to cast it, you get a counter war, and you lose it, and then you lose.
yeah. Against Orc decks, I wonder
Yeah.
if you do shave rings.
I kind of like shaving a
so-
ring.
Granted, I didn't see it, but I don't know if Nemo just goes ahead and
You know, Nemo likes to move at the speed of light, so you can't really see what he did. He did it
Yeah.
way too quick.
yeah, he's already mulliganed.
And I didn't even see what
all
Russell
I
did
see
because
is,
I was
all
focused
I
on
see is a
Nemo.
shuffle, and Nemo's already mulliganed. No, I'm kidding. But the thing is that the idea of, I always make the mistake of, when I'm playing against a Force of Will deck, when I'm bringing in Pyroblasts,
Not taking out Force.
I'm shaving forces,
Yeah.
and when they are Esper, Bant, Jeskai, whatever, I am not covering for Swords to Plowshares. I'm not covering for the non-blue card.
Endings,
Yeah,
Orcish Bowmaster.
that Force of
Yeah,
Will
I'm not
ends up being
taking- yeah,
super
super
important
relevant.
for. And so now, granted, you know, Flusterstorms, bringing a
I
Spell Pierce, things like that
really
are
like
helpful.
this hand from Russell. There's a Lavinia, there's a Swords, there's a Soul Guide Lantern, there's a Wasteland, there's 2
So
Samwise.
we don't have the second color for Lavinia.
Doesn't,
But,
it won't matter.
So we maybe Soul Guide here.
I'm gonna turn one, leave that
Wasteland.
Flooded Strand up.
Let's Wasteland. Nemo had a mulligan. Let's Wasteland. Oh wow.
Yeah, but
Okay.
mulliganing a Wasteland seems like a bait for Loam.
He doesn't want to show him. Yeah. I want to show him. Oh no, carpet and no green. Oh,
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have shown the Wasteland either.
this greedy. Oh yeah. Oh no.
So now if you're Russell, you're gonna wait.
Oh Nemo is.
Or you're gonna
super-
wait. Actually, no. I'm gonna waste the
I
bulk
think
here.
I feel the heat coming off of Nemo's head right now.
Yeah, it's not good. I'm grabbing a basic blue, or is he getting a basic white? Expecting the green for halfling. What's he getting? Gets basic. Basic white's okay. He wants to do the Samwise plan. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna do this, play the Wasteland, and bring the Flooded Stream back to hand off the Samwise. So he's gonna play the Wasteland, play the Samwise, bring the fetch back to hand, is what I would expect him to do. Which is a really good play because it ramps him. There it is. That is such a strong play. This is the only reason why I would think 4 Samwise would be good. There's all the other situations that come up. Right? It says permanent, right? It doesn't say...
Yeah. Or... Yeah.
Let me look.
I have to double check it. But otherwise, why would he be playing it here as opposed to...
Yeah, so 1 target permanent that was put there this turn. So then you're getting the fetch back, which is huge.
Well, now he might want the Wasteland. So Nemo in response wasted the waste. And so...
I think I'm fine with that. I think I'm just grabbing that Flooded Strand and going and getting...
Lavinia is too tough. I think that grabbing that Flooded Strand is more important. But Nemo was super in trouble with the fact...
Oh, so Nemo's gonna surgical the target.
Oh, I love it.
He's gonna surgical the target. That's a really good surgical. That's a pretty solid play from Nemo.
No.
You know, we could also say that Nemo could get Thoughtseize bugged and Russell will just top deck the other fetch next turn and still hit the Lavinia. That is the bug. The surgical, that was a really big surgical.
Yeah.
I like that from Nemo. I like how Nemo sandbagged that a little bit, but it's a big brain play. You got to get a big brain play when you're so far behind. And he really is far behind off that brainstorm. Now he's staring at a Samwise, though, which sucks because that Samwise tempts.
Yeah, we still got to read.
So if Russell can land that Saren's Ransom, it'll tempt for Samwise to loot when he swings. And let's be honest, looting is very powerful in a 3-color deck like this Esper show, where you can just throw away a dead card and grab a new one. Are they discussing about it not targeting? So that he can pick up Wasteland? Is that what's happening right now? No, it does target. 1 target permanent.
Yeah, no, I
wonder what Nemo... I wonder what he's discussing.
Oh, okay.
Chats.
Will they have your books? Yes, please.
So here we go and getting it for 2. Salt that wound a little bit.
Oh no.
I told you he'd do it. All you gotta do is just pop back the other side. Thoughtseize bug.
Russell.
Lavinia is huge here. Huge.
Poor Nemo. He comes out. There we go.
Oh, we're gonna try to grab that horse.
There we go.
Hey, with the source, with the green source. The green source halfling Uro. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. And he also has the prismatic ending. The prismatic ending if he hits the white source. I don't hate this. It's not looking amazing, but I don't hate it.
Yeah. This is
And
looking
then
up. This is looking up.
because Lavinia
So
is non-creature,
we
correct?
gotta play carpet.
Lavinia is non-creature, correct?
Yep. Yeah, but we gotta play trop. We gotta play carpet, and then. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, he may want. Yeah, and then we go ahead and play halfling off the carpet trigger. Great, perfect. Pass turn. All right, so we're not blocking with swings. We go to 12. Question is that do we end up getting 3rd land, which Russell looks like that's a polluted delta, if I caught that correctly. And so that's 3rd land for the ransom. But I don't think Russell wants to give him the 2nd island quite yet.
So, I mean, Lavinia is going to shut off Forcible, right? But it's also going to shut off the ring
With halfling.
with Halfling because it doesn't have the
Yeah.
amount of lands to actually
Yeah.
cast the spell.
Yeah.
If I'm Nemo here,
So we played polluted delta pass.
if I'm Nemo here, you can't really do much there because if you go to block, he just gets the other Sam back to hand with trading with Sams.
Okay, so he burns force or swords.
Swords. I like that swords
Soul
because here comes the Soul
Guide.
Guide Lantern.
Yeah.
So now it shuts off the Wasteland Loam route. Carpet adds, I'm assuming, white. And with the white, we could just Prismatic Ending the Lavinia.
Well, we gotta drop a land. Let's drop a land first.
Oh, we don't, because
Well, the
Lavinia
Teferi,
says
I'm just
2.
saying.
Oh, Teferi. I mean, sure, we could Teferi, but you can't cast
But we need a
Teferi.
land.
Yeah. I'm fine with not doing Teferi here. I'm fine with making white, tapping one of those lands, and Prismatic Ending Limvala. Or Lavinia. Because getting rid of Lavinia here is really, really needed. You can't let that stay on the board that long. So if you make white and you X's 2 with the 2 colors, you still have 2 lands, so it's not countered. Or not countered, but you're able to cast it.
Yeah,
Is what
at
I'm
this
trying to
point,
say.
I think I like Teferi, and then I like swords on it. So Teferi or swords at this point.
I mean, I guess
then we're
Teferi's
fetching
good,
for-
but then what if you downtick here? You have to uptick and then they swing at it, and it's the same result.
No. So I'm swordsing Lavinia. I'm bouncing Samwise potentially.
Where are you getting the white to swords?
So we got
Oh,
the white
two,
for
the
carpet,
two. Okay,
and
the-
then we're fetching.
Well, no, you only got
these two.
one white for the carpet. Now he has no mana floating, so now you have to fetch to do it, which
Yeah,
opens
yeah,
you up
yeah.
the wasteland.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We have carpet. I'm okay.
Yeah, but Russell also plays Prismatic
No, but
Ending,
we're-
which can get rid of
No,
carpet.
but we're getting rid of Lavinia. It is, I guess, is my thought. So we bounce Samwise, and we now let's see what we draw. But I think we're swordsing. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. We know what Russell has in hand.
Correct.
So he
I'm not a
can
fan
wait.
of this. I would have just Prismatic Ending Lavinia, and then kept that with the whole Samwise route, because then you could still hold the swords and play Teferi and bounce without it being
I think this is more
a struggle.
better use of your mana, I guess. Leaving 2 up as opposed to 1.
Yeah, but it leaves you with the fetch with swords, and you can swords on their turn. Instead of having to play all your eggs in a basket right this turn. So if you would have Prismatic Ending here on that, it leaves you that fetch Tundra swords on his turn, on Russell's turn, without it being known. I kind of like that unknown. So I like the draw here from Nemo, but it does open you up to a Bowmaster just pinging Teferi and killing him.
Yeah. Okay.
So he bounced the
does-
Samwise, which...
Wait a minute. Did we play 2 lands?
No, we only played 1.
I mean, Nemo's really good. What? No. Oh. Okay.
Hold on. Judge!
Unless, am I losing my mind?
I don't know. We're going to have a judge to ask to make sure.
Okay.
Because my understanding is he played the Misty Rainforest and Fetch for the Tundra, and the same turn he played Teferi.
Now, granted, I don't know if that's just because we assumed, because we didn't see the land in hand.
And the bounced Samwise.
City. Okay. I guess they're okay with it. So he wants to keep swords in hand. Okay, interesting.
So he did play 2 lands.
That's what I thought. That's all right. Sorry, Nemo. Okay.
Yeah, I think Nemo just got ahead of himself with the Teferi. I don't think he intentionally did that. It's definitely a pretty tilting game with the resource denial from Russell. It's been pretty oppressive.
Yeah, carpet luckily has been really good. So we ran some, and
I mean, do we ransom? Can't just like tempt the ring again with
I don't know.
Samwise?
He has prismatic ending in hand, so I kind of feel like, oh yeah, we can. I
Yeah.
guess it's fine.
You put your fetch back in your hand. The fetch is pretty important. Why is it not the second mode in the ring, though? Because didn't he originally play Samwise?
You know what? They didn't put that. I didn't see it on the screen.
Yeah, I don't know if
so
that's something can be missed, but we really can't bring that up now because
been
it,
so
it
long.
could be. Yeah, it
I
could
caught
be.
it. I caught that too late.
Yeah.
But
That's unfortunate. So here we go. We have Prismatic Ending, that's more than likely going to go on maybe that Soul Guide Lantern and then just force pop. Because he has swords for the, yeah, so he is. He's going to Prismatic Ending Sam. Does this... What's Russell do with this Soul Guide Lantern? Is he just going to leave it?
Yeah.
I think I'm under the impression that I would just pop in this right now. Just to get the extra card to see if we could get a Bowmaster and kill Teferi.
Well, I can't
It doesn't
play
kill it
anything
immediately,
instant,
but it...
yeah, but next turn,
yeah. I'm not sure I would have waited to come to turn to do that. Because
Actually, it might
yeah.
be. Okay.
Why not?
Weird.
What's stopping you?
1, 2.
Castellator Samwise, bring back the Soul Guide Lantern. I like that play a lot.
Wow.
And then probably exile the Misty Rainforest just to keep him off the lands for Loam if he draws Loam.
Mystic Sanctuary, you know, potentially buying back swords or prismatic ending.
It's
even
also good. That's
surgical,
that's also something to talk about. You're right.
But
You're right. But you can also get to that same route with grabbing that fetch with Loam to get Sanctuary. So it does force you to have the land.
yeah, I was a little. Oh, that's right. He did side in the endurances, so I really like the endurances. Unfortunately, it doesn't have them in hand.
Yeah, endurances on these Samwise targets would have been kind of relevant, especially for the no, for the first fetch to be able to get the that would have been super good.
Yeah.
Even though he surgical the first, so the second fetch is what I meant to say. The second fetch that he did with Samwise, it would have been really relevant. Here comes the Soul Guide Lantern. What's he getting rid of? Looks like the Rainforest. I mean, I like that play.
Yeah.
I think it forces you to draw the land for the Mystic for the Mystic Sanctuary.
Taking up. Wait. Okay. He wants to see what. Oh man. Another carpet and okay,
Uro's okay here.
No, Soul Guide Lantern is just, it's kind of like
it's nasty, but at least you gain some life and draw a card.
Yeah. I kind of almost like pitching it, but we'll see.
I don't know. I'm under the impression that you get Uro to get the other card, and then you force that Soul Guide. Because what if he draws another Samwise here and just keeps looping that Soul Guide Lantern?
How many Samwise?
He's on 4.
You're right.
He's on 4 of them.
Yeah.
Plus, he also plays Caracas to bounce it. We've seen that. So Caracas to bounce that would also put that... Oh, they did fix it to mode 2. Would be mode 3, which
no, that's
is...
the second Samwise. So...
Yeah, they fixed it. The first Samwise they didn't mark the ring, remember? And then he put on 1 and they fixed it to 2. Off the ring Tempt. Or is this the second one after Teferi bounce?
Right. So, no, they haven't fixed it. Yeah, so it really should be on 3, I think. If I understand Samwise correctly, which I very well
believe when it
may not
enters
be,
it Tempts.
Yeah, and if that's the case, the ring temp should be on 3. That's fine. Nemo has to keep the board clean, and...
Oh, we're wrong.
You
have to actually return the card for the ring to tempt you. We are wrong. It says...
Oh, so the first one when he's surgical,
correct.
then
correct.
we don't...
That's what they were paused for. That makes sense.
Very cool.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yep.
So here comes...
the card.
It's a new
Read
card.
the card.
New card, guys. Here comes the Flooded Strand fetch. What are we getting? Sanctuary to put back the Ponder. I like that play. Now he loses his graveyard. We put that Uro back with that Ponder, didn't we? There's oh no, because he shuffled the fetch. So Uro's gone. It's right in front of me. Uro shuffling the Uro away by getting that to get Ponder, but I don't hate that Ponder there. I mean, Nemo could hit a ring with the Teferi out and start taking over the game. He could draw into Uro and then draw something really good off the Uro.
I feel like we need to get Ransom.
He could draw 4th Airlingus since it's in his deck, and 4th Airlingus would do quite a bit of work in this matchup right now. He could do X's 4 or X's 3. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Sure.
Yeah, X's 3 and then take the Monarch, and the Monarch would be really gross here. But the Bowmaster's out now, so that probably deters the 4 Airlingus playing a little bit if Nemo draws it. It's a really good Bowmaster. So here we go. We draw Ponder. The question is...
No. We still have swords. Yeah. No. We
No. You just put Ponder. You just put Ponder.
Okay.
I don't think I'm pondering here first.
Yeah,
I think I'm
that's fine.
I think I'm drawing with Teferi and getting rid of Teferi.
I like endurance right now.
Oh, endurance is sweet, but I'm saying I don't think I'm drawing with Ponder first. I think I'm just gonna bounce the Orc with Teferi, make him make another Orc and get a card.
So we had to take up to Perry.
Yeah, so
thing. So
did we have to take up? I thought he
Yeah,
was at 3.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense then. So now he's back to 2. So we get a flash block, which is pretty sweet. Russell has force, but it's kind of dead into
Yeah, this is gonna feel
his
bad.
hand and the Teferi.
this is gonna feel bad.
Yeah. So he's gonna target Russell. So Russell's gonna lose the Snapcaster play for his Swords and Ponder. That's pretty good. So now if Russell draws a Snapcaster, it's kind of a dead card. We're still showing a Sauron's Ransom, which could, again, do some pretty
Draw
growth things
3.
into this. Yeah. So I do like combat beforehand just to try to bait that out from Nemo, just because now you can freely play that Sauron's Ransom.
Yeah.
So now we block the
Ooh,
2.
Takes down Orc Army. Keep the Perry up. Now we're gonna ransom. That Force of Will feels really bad right now. He's gotta get Perry off the board.
Honestly, Russell's slowly pulling ahead if Nemo misses a single drop here, and that Sauron's Ransom is not very good.
Oh wow, 4 lands.
Yeah, I would show the same thing. Because it's no different how you stack that unless you wanted them to get double
okay.
Wasteland by not doing it.
Nemo's feeling pretty good right
So he's
now.
going to take this. He's going to get a fetch and a Wasteland.
They're probably having a little chuckle.
Yeah. Actually, no, it's fetch and not a Wasteland. So there's only one Wasteland. So that was a good play for Nemo to avoid the Wasteland. Because now he leaves his Tundra and Trop by Russell not taking
So what do we
it.
got here? We got
So up to Fairy. We get a Wasteland and waste the Scrubland. That's okay. He's got a Black Source showing. That's perfectly fine with Russell.
Yeah, we just sit here.
Plus, he already knows he has the Underground Sea in hand because he just got it from Sauron's Ransom, so that
snap.
Wasteland was not very good.
Snap is good. Snap.
So this is
Ransom.
really big. Can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. So that Bowmaster should be able to kill that Teferi. Because of the ring. That mode 3, I believe that's what the mode 3 on the ring is. It can't be blocked, or it's one of the modes that's early. Which means that that endurance can't block.
Yeah, it's interesting. Another ransom.
Ring tempts again all the way to 3, so now when he swings... So you have whenever your ring bearer becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller sacks it into combat. That's part 2. The first part is the legendary part. So he can swing now into Teferi and can't be blocked. He's going to loot a card and discard a card. And then whenever he does combat damage to a player, they each lose 3. Each opponent loses 3 lives.
So Teferi stays up though because Orc is still a 1/1. That token is means he's got the ring.
Correct.
So Teferi still stays on board.
But it puts it to 1. It puts it out, like, it puts it, you know.
Fine. I'm just saying it's in the situation that Nemo's in right now. It's best situation.
He gives him Snapcasters. That's nasty.
Well, he was giving him gasoline no matter what.
That ring should be tempted to 4 when he swings each player's loose. Because he just resolves Arm's Ransom again. It's a hard mechanic to keep track of. Now he put it to 4.
Wow.
So now he's going to swing it to Fairy and can't be blocked. He gets the loot, and Nemo loses 3 life. So we draw a Force, which, again, doesn't feel great with the Teferi in play. Nemo's now reading the Helper card. Catching himself up with how gross that is.
I would probably...
So he can't block. He gets to loot for free, and Nemo loses 3 life. Pretty big. Pretty big.
So
I'm going to Prismatic Ending that carpet here if I'm him. No? Okay.
I think he wants it for Teferi next turn.
That's a good play, too. I just want that
So
carpet
Nemo's
off the board.
swinging in because he knows it is useless. Teferi just went up ×2. It doesn't matter. Hold on. We'll see.
Okay.
Prismatic ending. Yeah, so Nemo's trying to cheat intentionally. Just kidding. But, all right, now we're skulking. We're losing 3 life.
Can't block.
We're looting. Gee, minis. All right, Terminus.
Humongous Wasteland.
Terminus.
I am wastelanding that Trop.
I'm wasting the Tundra.
I like the Trop decision because then he can't cast a
No,
if he
no,
draws
if he
it.
terminuses. So if he draws in it.
He loses endurance when he
Ooh, surgical.
terminuses.
That's fine.
Another carpet. Swing 3. We're going to 13. Is Snapcaster Prismatic Ending on Endurance a thing here? Kind of looks like it is. Because if you fetch a...
Russell is so ahead right now.
He is.
Jeez.
The Nemo goes to 3. We grab the phone and text again. This is sulking.
He's ordering dinner. He's letting...
Nemo, this is the 1K. You can't do that during a live match.
Uh-oh. Hopefully we're not getting hate texts right now. Yep. He has seen enough. That is tough.
That's tough. So that might be Russell's win-in. We'll see. Russell was 9th place going into this. So we will see if that's enough. Go ahead, Scott.
No, I'm a little speechless. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this deck. It is so tough in regards to the value aspects.
Which deck? Russell's?
Yeah, Russell's.
Yeah, Russell's
value.
resource denial is just so strong.
But the
Sam
idea,
Wasteland, Looping Wasteland.
the utility of Samwise, and bringing Snapcasters back.
I think
that is
Snapcaster
so
coming back with Sauron's Ransom is just so sweet.
Yeah.
And Snap Prismatic Ending's been good, but it's never just on its own been that great. Like it's great when it happens, but it doesn't always happen, nor is it always super relevant when it happens in Legacy with how fast the format shifted to.
Yeah.
Now we slow things down and deny things a little bit more. That Snap Prismatic Ending is just really crucial.
But having the creature and then a cheaper factor fiction that also tempts, making a skulker that makes you lose 3 life and you loot is just super good.
That's super good.
All right, GG's guys. That ends our round 5, and then
So we will have a short commission when we cut to
Yeah.
the top 8, you guys, and
we'll see you in the
we'll
top
see you
8.
in the top 8. Thanks.